You wake up and search for me before you even brush your teeth. You know my family, know my friends, or at least the story that you pieced. You dig through years and dig some more, looking for a crack beneath the door. You call it research, call it truth, but all you've ever found is a what you choose. You collect pieces, twist them round, build a story from what you found. You take a little and a lot, then swear that fiction is the truth you've got. You say you know me, but you don't know the one standing here. You need my name, you need my name. You put it in your title just to make somebody stay. You say you can't stand me, then you watch me every day. If I disappear tomorrow, what would you have left to say? You need my name, yeah, you need my name. Cause without my shadow you don't get to take a stage. You can call it waiting, can dress it up in shade, but everybody knows you need my name. You think you know my family, you think you know my fans. You take the things you think you've learned and bend them to your ends. You went digging through the internet, through every word and every year. You collect a little piece of me and turn it into something I never was or did. You take a fact as your fiction, repeat it till it sounds like truth, and pass around from voice to voice like that's what evidence can do. You talk about my family, you talk about my life. You even try to reach the places built from love after my child died. You crossed the line I never knew a person could cross and still defend, and turn another piece of my life into a story for your audience again. You say I'm the one who's obsessed, but who keeps searching, who keeps digging, who keeps finding something new to make me the subject of the day. You need my name, oh, you need my name, yeah. You need my name. You put it in your title just to make somebody say. You say you can't stand me, then you watch me every day. If I disappear tomorrow, what would you have left to say? You need my name, yeah, you need my name. So without my shadow you don't get to take the stage. You can call it hate, you can dress it up in shade, but everybody knows you need my name. Oh, oh, oh. There she goes again. Oh, another story, another lie. There she goes again. Oh, another version of my life. Take a little truth, add a little fiction, build a whole new person from your own imagination. You say I'm not successful while you build your whole career on watching every move I make and talking about me year after year. You say nobody likes me while the people that I love keep showing up beside me when the noise gets loud enough. You hate that I keep going, you hate that I still create, you hate that I still have a thing. Shouts at people who can see straight. You wanted me to disappear, you wanted me alone, but every time you try to bury me I go another home. You don't know me, you know the one he made, the one you built from pieces. I know the same when the noise gets loud enough. You hate that I keep going, you hate that I still create, you hate that after everything I still have people who can see straight. You wanted me to disappear, you wanted me alone, but every time you try to bury me I grow another hole. You know me, yeah. You know me, yeah. You put it in your title just to make somebody slow. You say you can't stand me, then you watch me every day. If I disappear tomorrow, what would you have left to say? You need my name, yeah, you need my name. You built your little kingdom in the shadow of my flame. You can lie, you can twist, you can call me every name, but you wouldn't have a story if you didn't have my name. Oh, there she goes again, still living in my shadow. Oh, oh, you twist, you can call me every name. You wouldn't have my name. You turn your cameras on again. Same old script, same old pretend. Another night, another blame, another thumbnail with my name. You say you're done, then here we go, round and round the same old show. If silence came, what would you be without your obsession with me? You think I'm listening, hanging on every word, but while you're talking I'm living to my name. You say you know me, but you never knew my heart. You only know the picture you tattooed in apart. Stop carrying the weight you tried to give. You chose to stay angry. I chose to live. You don't get my story. You don't get my story. You don't get my song. You don't get to decide where I belong. Where I belong. You wanted my family, broken. My voice erased, but love is stronger. You've been building terrace and hell. I'm building tomorrow. We're reliving yesterday. Every time you speak my name, you only prove my strength. I won't become what you became. I won't spend my life looking through somebody else's window. I've got children laughing. I've got dreams waiting. I've got a son whose light still shines inside my heart. I've got work to do, people to love, home to build. That's where you'll never find me living in hate. You don't get my story. You don't get my end. Every stone you threw became another step I'm standing on. Every lie you whispered couldn't drown the truth. Every door you tried to close, not open. So keep saying my name. If that's all you got left, I keep building love. I'll keep building faith. I'll keep building a life that speaks louder than the noise. And one day, when the noise finally fades, I still have my family. I still have my purpose. I still have my song. Because my story is never yours to tell.
Hello. Let me make sure that, let me see, let me get centered here a little bit. Okay, and kombucha. Let me make sure that didn't sound so good. Let me make sure you can hear me. Hold on, please. Hope everybody had a good Saturday. Okay, always good. Okay, so yeah, we hung out. So it was a nice Saturday, sunny Saturday on the lake. I took Desi in the kayak again. So we spent a lot of time out there. Then I took a swim. Then, boy, the boys had just about every friend, but they had the OGs, as my son calls them. The OGs, the ones that they've known since they've been 4 years old. One of the ones I took to Edisto with me, who's the lifeguard, the pilot. And then another very, very good friend that they've known since they were 4, but he works so much sometimes they don't get to see him as much as they'd like. So he was there, so we had a nice conversation. And then Esteban, my quasi little son, he got a truck almost exactly the same as Ethan's, and it's so nice to see all the boys very happy for each other. Hey man, congratulations, that's nice. It's really refreshing to see that kind of love, camaraderie between them. And they're always, I love you. I'm telling you, it's just crazy. Good, crazy. And then, who else did they have? And then, 1, 2, then Ethan's girlfriend. We've got a full house. And I think we have at least 10 over. No, let me see. 8 or 9. I'm trying to think of how many. Oh wait, yeah. Then we've got a very good friend that moved to New York City, so they were really happy that he came up. So that was good. But yeah, so we did all that, and then tomorrow we're going on our hike. Okay. Looks like I think Esteban's coming. I'm like, what else is new? It's fine. I don't care if they all want to come. It doesn't matter. Let me see. So that's what I did today. Took a walk, then did, what else did I do? Just it was a family and lakeside day. So, and friends. And then, yeah, that's where it's at. Okay, so we're going to talk about Lindsay Clancy. I think because her trial is coming up. What? Oh, hiking. We're going up to this. I don't want to say the exact place that I'm going. I'll tell you tomorrow. I have stalkers that are just crazy jet set. But it's beautiful, and I'll take video of it, and I'll show it to you. It's gorgeous. But I just, I don't want to say it ahead of time because Looney Tunes, it's sad, jet set, but that's the way it is. So anyway, I think because Lindsay Clancy's ex-husband, now he is her ex-husband, they've kind of kept that hidden and kind of made it sound like he was standing by her. But then when you read between the lines, yeah, I know. When you read between the lines and you saw like her father told him to contact her, she was having a bad day, and he said in that New Yorker article that he hadn't spoken to her for months before that, then you knew like, wait, something's not so kosher there. And then when you get into it a little more, you hear that he started a new life in New York City, and then a little more you get into it, and you hear in the very beginning them saying her husband at the time. And then you go a little further into it, and it was said that he was dating a nurse. And then a little further into it, he was dating a doctor. And now he's remarried to a New York City fertility specialist. Lindsay Clancy, the Massachusetts woman who killed her 3 children and is claiming insanity, but in Massachusetts it's she's not criminally responsible. Yeah, because postpartum psychosis is what she's saying, Laura. Okay, so now you were thinking it was the 16th. Oh, the 16th. Yeah, I'll talk about that in a minute. But so now Monday is going to be opening statements, 9 a.m. in the trial, and Patrick Clancy is supposed to be the first witness. So I think they know it will all come out, and it's people already know it. So what are they hiding it for? So now today it was all over. Pictures of them. No more hiding it. So let's take a look at what's going on there. Okay, so I want to get to there's a certain this one I think. Okay, let me turn this. Oh my gosh. All right, so Patrick Clancy has remarried after divorcing Lindsay Clancy. She's set to go on trial Monday for the murder of her 3 children. Lindsay's defense attorney, Kevin Reddington, disclosed the remarriage in court Thursday ahead of Patrick's expected testimony as the first witness after opening statements. Patrick now lives in New York City with his second wife, who is a reproductive endocrinologist and fertility specialist, or infertility specialist. Her lawyer said, and I quote, "Patrick Clancy has suffered one of the worst tragedies that anyone could ever suffer. How that guy is not an emotional basket case is beyond me. And he is trying hard to move on with his life. As the court is aware, they're divorced. He's remarried. He has a family." Let's see here. Yeah. That remark, that remains Patrick's only public interview about the case, is the one in the New Yorker, which people are saying he's contradicting himself now with what he's stating in that lawsuit against the malpractice, right, and demanding millions, right? Let's see here. I want to get to the, where's that? Hear that? Okay. Okay, so they already have a child now as well. So in court, the attorney said that he has a family, and then that he has a child with his new wife. So let me just see. So that was, what was it? 2023. And so 3 years. Some people are saying it's too soon. I mean, it's not for us to say it's not our life. Everybody wants to say something, right? Okay, let me, Dr. Rachel, what is her, Dr. Rachel? People are already, oh my gosh, she looks like Lindsay, oh my gosh, you know. I'm trying to get the picture that I had in the, Dr. Rachel Danis is her name, and that's already been disclosed. Let's see, here's the picture that I had. Right there, she does bear some resemblance. I mean, okay, so he's quietly tried to start over in New York City. He remarried after meeting a fertility specialist doctor. Now, I don't know. I mean, let's see. I was going to say that it wouldn't be that he had a vasectomy and he needed a reversal or something, because he wouldn't go to an infertility endocrinologist for that. He would be going to like a specialized urologist. So it's not that he met this doctor trying to reverse something so that he could have future children. We don't know that he ever went through anything, and I have never heard that he went through any type of vasectomy or anything like that. I'm just saying, just clearing that up, because it sounds a little bit weird that he says after meeting a fertility specialist doctor, almost like that he was going to her. Anyway, He moved to Manhattan about 4 months after he found his 3 children strangled to death by his wife in January of 2023. He's 38 years old. He lives in a midtown Manhattan high-rise with his new love, Dr. Rachel Danis. Danis is 37 and works as a reproductive endocrinologist and infertility specialist at a New York City-based reproductive clinic. Heartwarming photos that were uploaded to social media show the couple's love story, including pics of them attending the same Barry's workout class, smiling ear to ear, posing together in New York City at the New York City Marathon. Let's see here. Okay, so this is, let's see what we got here. She has, let's see, a professional page. I don't see helping families grow since 2001. Mount Sinai, New York City. Share your story with them, family portraits, fertility. Okay, so go back here. I don't see her. Certain something I'm trying to look here. Okay. So they're posing together, let's see, in November of 2025, that would have been this past fall. They got married in April during this year, during an intimate ceremony at the Ladies' Pavilion in Central Park, followed by a celebration with family and friends at a nearby restaurant, Sarah Beth's. Patrick has obviously gone through an incredible trauma, and Rachel is a nurturing person by nature, said an unidentified friend of the couple. She is upbeat, smiling, vivacious, and full of energy. It's fitting that she helps create life in the face of this tragedy. Danis also serves as an assistant clinical professor in the obstetrics, gynecology, reproductive science department at Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai. I can't speak tonight. Rachel has a heart of gold. If she can take a guy and try to heal him, that's what she would do, said this friend. And she praised Patrick for refusing to let his children's murders define the rest of his life. A lot of people would just recoil and just be a shadow of their former self and never move on. So I admire this guy. I really do, he said. Despite the murders and their divorce, Patrick has remained publicly supportive of his ex-wife and even urged others to forgive her unthinkable crime. I wasn't married to a monster. I was married to someone who got sick. That's what he said in the New Yorker, October of 2024. He's going to testify for the prosecution, but he's also on the defense team witness lists. And I guess this is her professional headshot here. I wonder if he's very, very tall and she's very, very short, because He didn't appear to me to be so tall in other pictures. Maybe he is. Patrick filed a last-minute motion last week seeking to prevent the public from hearing his 911 call, as well as seeing any pre-incident crime scene or autopsy photographs of the children. He also requested that any display of any clothing that once belonged to the children be restricted in the courtroom. The judge granted the motion Friday, ordering media not to disseminate the 911 call or the autopsy photos, but nothing else that you roll in there. That everything else, I guess, is fair game. The evidence will be shown to everyone present in the courtroom. Reporters are allowed to discuss its contents. Something I want to, let me see here. People on social media are saying it's creepy. She looks like Lindsay. Someone said the picture, and some of them look like her, but her main picture doesn't look like her. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Patrick and Rachel married in April of 2026. His father, Christopher Clancy, said his amazing son has shown extraordinary resilience through unimaginable suffering. Friends and relatives say they have watched Patrick rebuild his life through faith, charity work, long-distance running, and unwavering support of his new wife. And here's another picture of his new wife. His father said, "Just watch him. He'll make great things happen. He's always been strong like that. All my kids are great, and they were raised right." A longtime friend of Rachel's family described the newlyweds as a natural match, brought together by compassion, optimism, and a shared commitment to helping other people. They also share a passion for exercise, with photos showing the couple hiking, running, and working out from as early as February of 2024, which would be about a year and a month after the murders. And I think that was about the time that the father asked him to reach out to his daughter. Maybe she got wind that he was in another relationship. Could be why she got really, really down. I don't know. Pat has obviously gone through an incredible trauma, and Rachel is a nurturing person by nature. Rachel's mother, Sue, 69, also gave her blessing. 69. Describing Patrick in messages to friends after the wedding as a really nice guy. I hope it all goes well for her. Now, here they're not saying anything about a child, but people are saying on other social media posts, they say that they already have a child together. see something here. Since relocating to New York City, Patrick has immersed himself into charitable work. Inspired by the memory of his children, he founded the mental health charity Heard with Love in 2024 as a tribute to Cora, Dawson, and Callan. That same year, he raised $75,000 for the Boston Children's Hospital while running the Boston Marathon. Friends say he has also leaned heavily on his Catholic faith and inspirational reading, including works by Austrian psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor Viktor Frankl. Meanwhile, Lindsay has remained at the Tewksbury Hospital since her arrest, where she continues to receive psychiatric treatment ahead of the trial. Let's see here now. Should jurors instead accept her insanity defense, Lindsay will not simply go free. She will instead remain committed to a state psychiatric hospital where the doctors would continue evaluating her condition, and any further release would depend upon whether she is deemed to no longer pose a danger to society. For Patrick, the trial will inevitably reopen wounds that can never fully heal. As he prepares to return to Massachusetts from Manhattan, those closest to him believe his new marriage represents something powerful after years defined by unbearable grief. They say it is proof that even after the darkest imaginable loss, hope can sometimes find a way back. Okay, let's see what we've got. Someone said, she's an I can fix him girly. A history. Oh, hold on a minute. Apparently she likes a project. Her friends describe him as a fixer-upper, and as someone who has previously had a sunny, optimistic, I can fix him mentality, I can assure you it did not end well. Oh, she's talking about herself, this woman that's writing that. Let's hope that they have a wonderful life together, you know? It's not, say, just because that woman didn't, doesn't mean that everyone's is going to end like that. People read into everything. Okay. Wow, they've got to talk about his looks. Oh my gosh, these people are so shallow. Oh boy. Pat and Lindsay came from different backgrounds, so there wasn't much in common outside of nursing careers. One thing that actually makes sense is his move to New York City. Is the least like the suburban thing he was doing before. And there are a ton of single people to make friends with and take your mind off of things. For someone who is in his 30s, it makes a lot of sense because you can just immerse yourself in nonstop action. There's always something to do, and there is always someone to do it with. Okay. Since word is out and people are talking, I'm not that surprised. I have been surprised if they wanted to make a big public announcement about the marriage, but since the word is out, may as well. Not to mention get some facts straight, like when they got married. I seem to recall some people suggesting they married years ago. Yesterday, there was a suggestion they had a child. This article doesn't indicate that to be the case. Let's see. So, do they have a child or not? I don't know. Someone said, I find it odd how Patrick is being celebrated for moving on despite being willing to leave Lindsay alone after she told him that she was going to kill herself and the kids, compared to Rusty Yates, who was so vilified under similar circumstances. Someone said, took the words straight from my mind. Okay. You have to separate their civil lawsuit, which in all likelihood will go nowhere, and the evidence that is going to come out in the trial. The he said, she said won't cut it in the criminal court. Most likely, Lindsay Clancy had never said those things to him or her family members, and Patrick Clancy was being a good, compliant husband by following her order pickup instructions. I don't think he ever wore the pants in that household. And you have to remember that Andrea Yates happened before the social media craze. We don't know what kind of following and support her husband would have gotten today. Okay, let's see. Someone said, this makes the whole case seem twice as effed as before. I've always been upset that he left her with the children, but I wouldn't believe a word this man said after knowing he just moved right on after not even processing his trauma. And this doctor is Dr. Save a something in a female form, and the whole thing twists your mind apart, in my opinion. Okay. It really wasn't that fast. It was 3 years, over 3 years before he got married. Yes, he met her 13 months after his children were killed, but it's really not for any of us to judge what happened. We don't know these people's lives. It's what too many people want to tell people on the internet from the internet. They want to tell everybody what they're going to do with their life, you know? It's just so crazy. They're so invested, and it's really, I don't know. Let's see. What are the chances he found Lindsay's doppelganger so quickly after the tragedy? I wonder what the psychoanalysis is with him grieving and so quickly linking up with Lindsay number 2. Oh my goodness, people are going to town here. Someone said, good for him. I'm glad he found happiness. But I thought he was sticking by his wife, meaning Lindsay, through the trial. I guess two things can be true, but at first glance, I thought it was Lindsay. I was like, why is it saying new wife? And then I read and I was like, oh, she is beautiful and he definitely has a type. But her lawyer did say he has a family now, which would seem like he has a child as well. And that is what is in common. So I think he probably does have a child. I think so. Let's see if we can find out if that's true. How many children do they have? Let's see. I wonder if it's somebody his mother knew. His mother knew people in the medical profession. Isn't she the one that got one of that nurse practitioner to help Lindsay? I don't know. They have a kid, apparently. Let's see. What's the problem with you women on here? Leave this man alone. He lost his whole world in one day. Stop the nasty gossip. Someone said, I agree. It's horrible that people are being so awful. So what if he has a type? Lots of people do. I don't know. I would probably think they have a child. Just by what the attorney said, that he has a family. He's remarried and he has a family. You know, he already said he's remarried. Why would he say he has a family if they didn't have a child or if she wasn't pregnant or something like that? Trying to see. Let me see if I can do this and see. Okay, let's see here. Okay, it says, how is it known of what is... Okay. I just want to see if they... So many people are just sitting here and just judging, like, just not even just, just outright going to town. It's so crazy. I had no idea he was even dating. Okay, this lady, that's just some random woman in Boston. Does he really need to call you and tell you? Leave him alone. Be happy he's found a sparkle of joy in his tragic life. He suffered an unimaginable loss. Does judging him make you feel better? Go make yourselves useful. Plant a tree or something. Let's see here. Why is it so hard for some people to be happy for him? He got a second chance to love again, to be a father again, to start over after such a devastating loss 3 times over. This guy deserves happiness. And then this one, I think it's the time frame issue that everyone has an issue with. Like they all feel it was way too soon. Who the hell are all of you to tell him? Oh my gosh, this is what's wrong. Oh my gosh, people have to start spending more time worrying about your own life than worrying about someone else's life that you're not even Oh my gosh, this is just so crazy. So crazy. But then she does redeem herself by saying we all grieve differently, so who's to say what is too soon or too long? Yeah, absolutely. Oh my gosh. So crazy. Now they Okay, so I would say they probably have a child. Just by what the attorney said and some of the comments that are showing up. It's been over 3 years. What is he supposed to do? I'm sure he's still grieving the loss of those. Of course, he's going to grieve the rest of his life. I don't know. People think grief just ends. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm through that now. Yeah, right. Here's another. Here's another one that wants a meddler, a real meddler. These people shaking my head. I'm so confused on how he had time to fall in love when he was grieving his 3 children that were tragically ripped from him. Not only that, he found those kids with the exercise bands around their neck and he's happily married now. Shaking my effing head. That's not normal. Something's wrong with him. Judge much, Brooke? Or maybe this was the cause of everything. He might have been seeing this woman before ever. Oh, boy, you're a reaching girl. And that's what made Lindsay go nuts. I don't agree with what she did. And personally, I'm sorry. She deserves to rot. And him, I think he needs some help. That's disgusting that he's happily married already. So, oh my gosh, Brooke, I think maybe you're the one that needs to get some help, okay? That's disgusting. You know all this because you know him, right? You're judging somebody else's grief and what they've done and how they could fall in love if they're grieving. Yeah, okay, Brooke. Oh my gosh. And then someone replied to Brooke and said, how do we know that this is not all part of his grieving process? It's been over 3 years. Oh, now this one's going to tell everybody, what the timeline is here. There had to be time for him to get through the initial shock of what happened, pick himself up mentally, emotionally, move to New York City, meet this woman, get to know her, fall in love, get married. All of that happened in 3 years. Something is definitely off. How long does it take, April? How long does it take? You're the expert? Wow. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Okay, and here's another. Over 3 years is nothing. I'm still grieving my beloved cat that got run over 6 years ago. It's beyond odd that he can lose 3 children in this way and his supposed beloved wife and just shrug it off and go, oh well. Life, move on. Yeah, okay, Rachel, judging much? I'm sorry, these people, it's really... Someone says, you, Brooke, you can't judge how someone grieves. Hallelujah. I'm happy for him. Why would he stay single and alone? He needs love and to move on from this tragedy. Eventually. Doesn't mean he doesn't love and miss his kids. Someone said, Brooke, you don't just sit around and sulk. You move on. He's doing the right thing. He's staying busy and healing. It's been over 3.5 years. Let him move on with his life. Oh, here's one saying a lie. They started dating about 4 months after. No, that's not true there, Kate. But, oh my gosh, this is so crazy. Wow, well, that was fast. I'm still mourning my cat from a year ago and can't even bring myself to look at another. This is crazy. From what I've read, he also, as a child, he worked from home and didn't notice anything with her after and being described 14 or so meds and continuous trips to the ER and even admitting to a few facilities. Did he ever come out of his office? She worked all day. She was on maternity leave, honey, for 8 months, I believe it was now. And her coworkers described her as the most caring, loving person. She then kills her 3 children, slits her wrist and throat, and jumps out of a 2-story window, leaving her paralyzed from her sternum down. And many think it's because she just didn't want to be a mom any longer, or that she deserves to die and is the devil. Wow, something here failed horribly, and no one really knows what went on inside that house. Certainly sounds like you think you do. Did the husband double dose her? Oh, wow. Okay. She just gets finished saying nobody knows what went on in the house, and now she's got her husband giving her double the medication. Come on, lady. It is so crazy. Okay, let's see here. So what makes people so hateful? I can't imagine the trauma this poor man has gone through. How would you feel if this was your son going through this? It's sad enough for everyone involved. People need to leave him alone. He's a victim of the murders of his children by a woman he loved. Oh my gosh, these people. It's so crazy. I really think they have no control in their own life, and so they can go online and just judge. Someone said, my parents were married for 33 years. My mom died at 52. My dad was on a dating app 4 months after and remarried 3 years after. Men, historically, don't do well alone. It's not unusual. She said, many are mistaking my statement, assuming I'm condoning it or was happy about it. It tore a rift through our relationship when we no longer speak because of his current wife. I was 24. I was not okay with it. Am I aware the situations are vastly different? My point is, men don't take long to move on. Someone said, shame on those of you for judging the father. Do you know him? He underwent the most horrific trauma a dad could possibly experience. He's trying to rebuild his life. Well, I did not personally know this family. I swim at the local pool daily, and this father brought his children to that pool every afternoon. I would sometimes tear up watching him play with and laughing with his kids daily in the pool. Their love for each other was very apparent. I observed his gentleness and patience with them daily. I still tear up thinking of him and those kids to this day when I see other dads at the pool with their kids. Please be kind. He has experienced the unimaginable. Oh my gosh. Good for him. The guilt he must feel mixed with love, mourning, and hate too. Anyway, good for him for moving on and finding happiness again. She will never, though. It's impossible. Even if found not guilty for reason of mental insanity at the time of the crimes. Let's see. He has the right to move on. Men tend to need a woman in their life. He suffered an unimaginable loss of his 3 children at the hands of his wife. He lost her too. He must live with his own guilt for leaving Lindsay alone with the children when he was instructed not to. She was not okay. He knew she wasn't. And you know, right? Oh, okay, Paula. Paula was there. Paula was there. She knows. Good for him. Both wives. The baby department. Let's see. Once he got what? As long as he's happy, that's all that matters. Not sure of his stance supporting her or not, but he has to move on. Nothing wrong with him remarrying. He knows his wife will never be the same and will go to jail or an institution for the rest of her life. I'm sure he still has feelings for her, but he also needs to move on. He is not deserting her through all of this. Okay, I'm not going to read any more of these people who want to tell everybody what to do here. Let's see. Hello to Scooter. Super Chat Cat. Did you understand that about the comment? I did not see another comment from you in the queue or anywhere else. And like I explained, even if a moderator deleted it, which they didn't, but even if they did, it doesn't get deleted. It doesn't go past me. You know, I have to be the one to delete it. It has to go past me. I mean, I'm so sorry. It has to. So let's say Scooter would go in and be like, oh, I'm getting rid of Super Chat's comment, right? She will get it. It'll look like it's gone, but then it's in this back section for me to look at it. And it will say deleted by a moderator. And then I can either say, okay, delete it or put it back. Scooter doesn't know what she's doing. So, sorry, Scooter, you're the example. But that didn't happen. And I didn't delete your comment. And like I said, no moderator deleted your comment because it would show up in that back part of their YouTube studio. So I saw nothing. It's possible that you sometimes there's like a glitch and it doesn't post or something. It happened to me the other day, right, Scooter? Scooter knows. It happened to me the other day. I posted a comment. It was gone. It wasn't there. Okay. So if you want to post it again, I can go look or whatever. But yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's YouTube. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Okay. So, yeah. Let's see. Hello, a heart made wise. So that's all the stuff about Clancy there. I think he probably does have a child. What's his name? Andrea Yates' husband remarried and had a child. He's divorced now, but he had one more child. Okay, now, the next thing we're going to talk about is the House of Horrors. The Ohio dad. The dad of the 16. He wants a competency test. Okay, Gary Siders. Picture, please. All right. The father, Gary Siders Jr. of the House of Horrors neglect case involving 16 children in Ohio, reportedly asked for the court to determine whether he is mentally competent to stand trial. Gary Siders Jr.'s attorney filed a motion Friday requesting a psychiatric evaluation, arguing that his client's competency should be examined before the case proceeds. His lawyer, R. Lee Roberts, also asked the court to allow supporting documents to be filed under seal, saying they contain sensitive information about Siders' mental health. And this is a quote from that. Defendant's competency to stand trial has been raised, and the documents at issue concern the defendant's present mental condition and request for psychiatric examination. Siders, as well as his wife Elizabeth, along with his parents, were arrested after authorities executed a search warrant at their Vinton County home on June 30th. Investigators say they found 16 children ranging in age from 18 to 18 months, living in filthy conditions. Authorities described many of the children as developmentally delayed and in need of medical care. Gary Siders Jr. faces 16 felony counts of child endangerment, as well as 4 misdemeanor public indecency charges in a separate case. He pled not guilty and remains jailed on $300,000 bond, while a hearing on the misdemeanor charges was postponed until August 13th. The 16 children remain in state custody as they receive medical, psychological, and rehabilitative care. Ohio officials have committed emergency funding to support their recovery and placement. Let's see here. This case continues to reveal the unimaginable conditions these children were forced to endure. I said yesterday that what investigators encountered was pure evil, and the evidence we've uncovered since only reinforces that assessment. And that was said by Ohio Attorney General Andy Wilson. And then previously, Andy Wilson said, our focus remains on protecting these children, supporting their recovery, and ensuring everyone responsible is held fully accountable under Ohio law. Okay. Let's see what else is going on in... Oh, this was something. Hold on a minute. This was something. In a way, she alerted people before she did something horrible, but there was a mother in California that posted, she was just trying to find a temporary rehoming for her young daughter. The Chico Police Department launched an inquiry on Thursday, July 23rd, after they got multiple reports from community members who spotted the Facebook message posted online. According to local reporting from KRON, The now deleted post stated, "Hello, looking for a place for my daughter to call home temp. Ideally, if you have a daughter close in age, she is 7, will be 8 in December. We reside in Chico, will be attending school here. Message me for details." The post generated significant concern among social media users. One online commenter noted, "Relying on strangers online can put you and your daughter in a vulnerable situation and create risks that you may not realize." KRON reported several people who viewed the statement subsequently contacted local law enforcement, which was good, okay, but it's also good she just didn't end the child's life like a lot of parents are doing. If only she knew of safe havens and things where she could contact if she needed a break of some kind. You know, that's what really needs to be done. And obviously she has some mental health issues, and that needs to be addressed as well. Okay. Officials initially attempted to reach the mother, who was not publicly identified. When early attempts to contact her were unsuccessful, the case was reassigned to the department's investigative bureau. They later located the woman with detectives and conducted a welfare check, confirming that her 7-year-old daughter was unharmed. Following the check, police provided the mother with local support resources and submitted a referral to the Butte County Child Services. The Chico Police Department stated that the case will be forwarded to the Butte County District Attorney's Office for further review. In an official statement, the department acknowledged the public's assistance in bringing the situation to their attention, and they appreciate everyone who took the time to report the post, said the Chico Police Department. Your concern and quick action helped us make contact and ensure the child's safety and connect the family with available resources. Okay, let's see here. Michigan battles a massive outbreak. I think it's in that cyclo, whatever it is there, Michigan. Severe thunderstorms to target the Midwest, the East, with damaging winds into Tuesday. An American and his wife, who recently self-deported from the U.S., were killed by Venezuela earthquake. Oh, if you have any of Amy's soups, check it out, because that canned soup has been recalled, and a bread dough is called from South Carolina grocery stores. Large fire in Seaford, Nassau County. Oh my gosh, I don't know who 21 Savage is, but I imagine they're a rapper. His 14-year-old nephew took his own life after he accidentally shot his younger sister. My gosh. Oh my gosh. That's just unbelievable. Orgain protein powder. Anybody using Orgain protein powder? Costco has been sued over heavy metals found in Orgain protein powder. Why is it just Costco? They also sell that in Sam's Club. Orgain protein powder. Hold on, I've got to forward this here for some reason. Okay. Hold on, I'm just going to send this to someone in case. Okay. Hey, okay. Las Vegas worker made a desperate plea for help before his work rival allegedly shot him in the head. Fast-moving wildfires burn in Central Oregon. One dead and many injured after a car drives into a crowd. Where did that happen? Berlin. Another illegal party set for South Carolina coastal haven as city battles post 4th of July chaos. What's going on here? Oh, it's not, no, Southern California. Sorry, it's not South Carolina. Newport Beach. Hold on. Okay. I read something about, where was I reading about Newport, Huntington Beach? There was some documentary. Southern California Police Department, already battered by a chaotic 4th of July gathering, issued a stern warning Saturday that it's investigating another unauthorized get-together that could happen this weekend. The Newport Beach police issued a blunt warning Saturday, saying officers are investigating another possible unlawful event being promoted for this weekend. We've seen the post, the department said on social media. The event is under active investigation, and we are working with our regional partners to identify those involved in organizing or promoting any unlawful activity. Authorities said extra officers are going to be deployed throughout the city as they prepare for a possible repeat of the holiday chaos. Police urged visitors to respect the community or face the consequences. Anyone who organizes, promotes, or participates in criminal activity should expect immediate enforcement action, Newport Beach Police stated, whether it be vandalism or unlawful assembly. Okay. Hunt for a North Carolina woman? What happened here? When did she go missing? The wife of a North Carolina parks manager has vanished without a trace while on a trip to the Caribbean. Let me put her picture up there. Hold on. Okay, it says her husband, who currently serves as the Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Resources Manager in the city of Cary, North Carolina, flew to the island on Friday to aid in the search efforts, according to his post. Elizabeth Waddell is the founder of the Art of Movement Physical Therapy Center in Cary. She has a doctorate in physical therapy from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. The business website has not been updated since January, and it appears that Waddell may have ceased taking on clients. In December, she shared an Instagram post detailing that she stopped working in mid-November due to a myriad of health conditions, including perimenopause and worsening symptoms from a pre-existing vagus nerve injury. I've learned to give up control and live in the moment. I listen to my body as much as possible. I give myself grace when I can't do things that I want to do. I have no regrets. I think I'm supposed to be learning the hard lessons and taking this time to heal and grow. Waddell and her husband appeared to be avid travelers. Photos they shared on social media accounts showed they visited the Mexican island Isla Holbox in May. They also spent several months in Thailand last year. So I'm going to put this up. Let me move this over here. Okay. Thursday, July 23rd, help us find her. Royal Grenada Police Force, missing person. Elizabeth Waddell, 44, medium build, 5'5", short blonde hair. Police are seeking assistance of the general public in locating Elizabeth Waddell, alias Liz, United States citizen residing in Grand Anne St. George, who was last seen at Grand Anne's Beach on the 22nd of July. Anyone seeing Elizabeth or has any information regarding her whereabouts is asked to contact the South St. George Police Station, Criminal Investigation Department, Police Emergency 911, or the nearest police station. We especially appeal to fishermen, boat operators, and residents along the southern coastline to report any sightings or relevant information that may assist in locating Ms. Waddell. Okay. Former NFL player Jordan Devy dies by taking his own life at the age of 38, just days before his 15th wedding anniversary. That's sad. An 11-month-old boy vanished a week ago. A woman believed to be his mother is wanted in connection. Body found in San Francisco Bay after a deadly boat tragedy. Chicken Alfredo meals that were sold at Walmart and Kroger were pulled nationwide over listeria. I heard also a soft cheese is something about listeria. Oregon fire looms near town as fourth firefighter dies weeks after Colorado blaze. Alzheimer's study finds a link between breakfast staple and reduced risk of disease. It looks like eggs. Let's see. Okay. The findings published in the Journal of Nutrition indicated a 27% decreased risk of Alzheimer's among study participants who ate at least 5 eggs per week. But even participants who ate fewer eggs were said to have a reduced risk, including those who only ate eggs between 1 and 3 times per month. Overall, any intake of eggs was associated with a 17% to 27% reduced risk of Alzheimer's disease relative to no intake. Eat your eggs, the incredible edible egg, guys. Eat those eggs. Over 250,000 people were forced to evacuate as France and Spain battle raging wildfires. Okay, let's see. Meghan Markle is rocking a swimsuit in rare family photos from a summer holiday. Okay. Well, here's something. Listen to this. If you're upset you didn't win the lottery. This guy right here, he's the world's largest. Okay, the world's largest lottery is launching in the UK this week, offering a fortunate British player the chance to become more than $400 million wealthier. Powerball, an American lottery game, awards massive jackpots that are distributed over a 30-year period. Today, July 23rd, marks the inaugural UK draw with an estimated top prize exceeding, well, that was the 23rd, 400 million. Now, the biggest jackpot ever made available in Britain. Allwyn, which operates the National Lottery, has opened the game to UK participants who will be entering alongside American players. One former Powerball winner, the man you see there, has first-hand experience of landing an astronomical sum, but the windfall became the most destructive event of his life. It comes after a father who won $31 million in the lottery died 2 years later after the worst thing ever. Andrew Jack Whitaker came to regret the ticket that preceded devastating family tragedies, marital breakdown, repeated thefts, and a troubling gambling problem. Here's what happened. Well, let's see what happened. On Christmas Eve 2002, Whitaker bought a ticket at a grocery store in his hometown of Hurricane, West Virginia. He bought the ticket when he was just there filling his car up with gas. He'd rarely played, but he hit the jackpot with what became the largest single winning ticket in U.S. lottery history. He won $315 million. Yet, it wasn't a rags to riches tale. Now, Whitaker is an American entrepreneur who operated a thriving construction business. He was already worth a substantial $17 million. Despite his prior experience in managing substantial wealth, the Powerball windfall proved too much to handle. His life quickly began to unravel. Rather than spreading his winnings across multiple payments over time, he opted for the lump sum payout, and he walked away with $113 million after taxes. He was far from tight-fisted with his newfound fortune, and he poured $15 million into the construction of 2 churches, while also establishing the Jack Whitaker Foundation, which provided financial assistance to individuals for expenses such as car payments and other bills. Okay. Nevertheless, he proved to be a divisive winner. Let's see. Divorce accountant Bob Rufus recalled witnessing a heated confrontation between Whitaker and his wife's divorce attorney, recounting Jack was ready to start throwing punches. He was very volatile. The Powerball winner had initially vowed the prize money wouldn't change who he was, and he said that he was going to do God's work with all this money. And he said, I'm helping a lot of people, and I plan to help a lot more. Yet, following the windfall, he soon turned up to his local strip bar. Wow. Pink Pony, placing $50,000 in cash behind the bar. The bar manager at the time said, my worst nightmare was waking up in the morning and reading in the paper that Jack Whitaker got robbed at the Pink Pony. I said, please, put that money away. He later returned to Pink Pony and allegedly boasted about having over $1 million in cash sitting inside his Lincoln parked outside. Reports indicated that 2 individuals subsequently drugged him before breaking into the vehicle to steal the money. Both faced charges but avoided jail time, and the cash was later discovered near a trash can. Astonishingly, Whitaker failed to heed the warning, and $200,000 was stolen from the same vehicle outside the same strip club just 5 months later. Whitaker became a notorious local figure following his lottery windfall, splashing out on a Lamborghini and becoming renowned for hurling cash from his car window. After countless large sums were stolen from him, he was questioned about why he continued carrying such vast amounts of money, to which he responded, because I can. Tragically, just 2 years after striking it rich, he lost his granddaughter, Brandy Bragg, who was only 17 years old. Brandy was discovered in a plastic trap line behind an abandoned van. Prior to her death, Whitaker had repeatedly been giving his granddaughter $2,000 a week, in addition to purchasing 4 cars for her. Divorce accountant Bob Rufus commented, he gave a crazy stipend to his 17-year-old granddaughter, and that attracted some bad characters. Nothing good came of it. Though nothing could overshadow the grief of losing a loved one, Whitaker's downward spiral continued, culminating in a lawsuit from Caesars Atlantic City Casino after he bounced a check for $1.5 million to cover gambling debt. In 2008, after 42 years of marriage, Jewel Whitaker filed for divorce. The proceedings were bitter and protracted, and in 2011, the Supreme Court determined that his ex-wife was entitled to a share of her former husband's business assets. Whitaker also suffered the devastating loss of his 42-year-old daughter, Ginger Whitaker Bragg, Brandy's mother, in 2009. When did he lose the granddaughter? I don't know when he lost the granddaughter. Okay, let me see here. He exercised deep remorse over his Powerball windfall, saying, "I pretty much lost everything I had and held dear in my life. Money has never meant anything to me. You have to have money to exist in this world, but money doesn't rule the world. Money is not what makes people happy." Whitaker, whose home was destroyed by fire in 2016, oh my gosh, further lamented that my wife said she wished she'd torn the ticket up, and I wish I had torn the ticket up too. I just don't like what I've become. According to the Washington Post, he once loudly offered a female bartender cash for sex while offering another woman behind the bar $10,000 to pose in her underwear. He also once was accused of SA in a case that was settled before he claimed in 2007 that he was too broke to pay out. Whitaker once told the Associated Press, "I'm only going to be remembered as the lunatic who won the lottery." He passed away from natural causes at the age of 72 in June of 2020. Okay, so, you know what? That wasn't what that was cracked up to be, right? Anybody envying that, that didn't end too well. Okay. All right. Let's see what else. Powerball jackpots are about to grow faster. That's what everybody needs. Has anyone seen those strange ads on YouTube now? They're like cartoons. I don't even know what they're for because I don't watch them all the way through, but it's like, you see like a lady with a laundry basket and she's like, "My husband left me for," and they're singing a song for a woman half my age. So I don't know what that is and what the heck is, but it's on so many videos now. Okay, let's see. Over 340,000 evacuated as Typhoon Noel makes landfall in China. Jim Carrey breaks silence after The Mask director found dead by emergency crews at home. All right. Black Market New York City Puppy Mill sells dogs out of a stroller in Midtown. Let's see what they're doing over there. Denise just got a new puppy today. She didn't buy it in Midtown Manhattan. Let's see what they're doing over here. Now they're doing puppy mill puppies out of... Okay, let's see what's happening. The puppies were 2-month-old mini poodles, according to one of the men hawking them. Let's see what happened here. Black market puppies now, guys. The New York City Black Market Mobile Puppy Mill is still on the move, and it's bigger and bolder than ever before. This week, 4 men were seen hawking shaggy brown designer pups for $1,500 each out of a white Mercedes SUV in broad daylight in the middle of a bustling diamond district. The sighting on West 47th Street was at least the 5th time in less than a year that the same shady puppy peddlers in the same luxury van with covered license plates parked in a no-standing zone shamelessly and sold 2-month-old puppies without being confronted by the cops or even traffic agents. A New York PD traffic cop casually strolled past the puppies selling van Thursday, seeming oblivious to the illegal activity. The NYPD confirmed 911 was called on the dog sellers around 4 p.m., but by the time officers arrived, the men had fled. This week's operation was more brazen than the one witnessed in the fall. A second vehicle was involved, and 2 more sellers were on the scene, bringing the total to 4. The number of animals increased to 12 from the 8 seen in October. This time, the sleeping puppies were placed in 2 crowded baby carriages as passerbys were encouraged to pet them or pick them up. The midday temperature was a blazing 84 degrees. It's illegal to sell dogs on the street. In December of 2024, Albany enacted the landmark Puppy Mill Pipeline Act, mandating New Yorkers only adopt from shelters or buy directly from responsible breeders, typically outside of the city. The crime is punishable by fines of up to $1,000, handed out by the State Attorney General's office. Also forbidden since in the city is backyard breeding, which the sellers claim they do, boasting about the pups hailing from 2 litters when someone from the New York Post posed as a potential customer asking questions. Oh, here's more dogs. Okay, so they said, we breed them. We just love our dogs. As passerbys swarmed the baby carriage, the sellers told them the dogs were miniature poodles with an asking price of $1,500, and one seller offered his phone number and Instagram account to an interested customer. One of the men made a sales pitch to one of the undercover reporters, but when confronted with the illegality of this operation, he bizarrely backtracked, claiming they were simply there to do free puppy yoga. We don't sell them. We do puppy yoga. We don't charge for puppy yoga. Let's see. Selling puppies out of a car trunk is an immediate red flag. Okay. All right, let me see. Diddy was sent to solitary confinement after a prison fight with another inmate. Did he do it? Aw, those babies are too young to leave their mother. Well, not really. 8 weeks is not too young, though. I mean, a lot of puppies are sold at 8 weeks. You're going to start buying a lottery ticket, Murder? Hi, 61. Hi, Murder. Hi, Jane Grill. Who else got in here? Hi, Ivy Speed. How are you? How's everybody doing? Murder's like, poor puppies. 340,000. What a terrible mess, says Heartmade Wise. Okay. Now, let me go to hand-loomed blankets are very itchy. What's going on with the itchies? You're sewing letters on a blanket. Oh, okay. Yeah, tell them about that. Check out that. Yeah, check out that. Check out the thing. All right, Scooter. What did you leave already, Scooter? What are you doing, Scooter? What is Scooter doing? Okay. So let me. Come on. Oh, they don't look 8 weeks to you? Really? A lot of breeders sell them by 8 weeks, Murder. They do. Okay. He's bothering me again. I should change my contact again. All right, let's see. Let me get rid of some of these. I don't know what I just did. Okay, I did the right thing. I thought I had just shut everything down. Please don't do that. They would probably have something wrong with them. They're not treated well. I don't know. Okay, let's go to, what are we going to do? We have to do the word game. Let's do the word game. I am tired. I've got a hike tomorrow. It's already 2 something. I can't believe it. I'm going to sleepies. Okay. I earned 10 coins. Okay. Oh, that was so easy. Sometimes they have such easy rounds. Anybody? Anybody, anywhere? Clean up, clean up. It's everybody, everywhere. We can say anybody, anywhere. Anybody, anywhere. Adieu. I bid you adieu. Right, murder? On we now. Milk does a body good. Hold on, it won't let me get it. Oh my gosh, this body. Milk does a body good. Bond. Band. On the run. We did a band on the run. Cinnamon and Sally Sam, searching everyone. Bandy? Bandy, you're a good girl. No, I know it's Brandy. I'm just being silly. Silly. I'm being silly. Okay. Boney. Boney Bandy. Very good. Murder. Oh, Heart. Sorry, Heart. 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 Mr. Golden Heart. Sponges. You got it, Murder. Sponge. Sponge capital of the world, Tarpon Springs. Oh. Let's see. Oh, go on, girl, right? Sops. Let's try that. Nod. Oh, didn't know. Nope. About that, no. Ones. One and ones is lonely. Okay. Pongs. Extra words. What do you have? Oh, sun, right? And sons. Shoot. Eons. I was. Sorry, I am so sorry. I don't do meaning to do that. I'm just so tired. Okay. Excuse me. Ego. How about ego? And egos. Good work. Teamwork makes the dream work. Moment. Monument. Okay. Out. Memento. No, we need another O. Nut, tone. I think I did tone, yeah. Tone, none. Okay, none, I don't think I did. Okay, how about noun? I don't think I did that. None. Okay. Tom, the turkey. don't. Okay. Go up, go up, go up, go up, go up, go up. Okay, let me see. Memento is not there. Oh, okay, I try it. Out, got out, right? 1, okay. Let's see, 10, right? Right. Met, men, net, not, thought I did menu. Did not, yeah, it's menu's right there. Mum. All right, what else do we have? Oh my goodness. I thought I put men in there before. Huh. Well, you have toe? Okay. Unmet. Oh my goodness, murder, I'm so tired. Oh my gosh, unmet. Oh, Eon, like, uh-oh. That, very good. Tenon. Very good. I need to keep my eyes open. You're tired too. I can't even keep my eyes open. I just want to finish this puzzle and go to bed. Oh my gosh. Okay. Do we have it? Do we tell May? I think we did tell May, didn't we? Yeah, it's up there. Oh, memo. Oh, how about, oh, memo. Okay. Oh, mento. Memo, mento. I made you yawn. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I don't know. I did kayaking, swimming, walking, a lot of stuff today outside. Can't even believe I'm up this long. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's see. Um, oh, neon. No neon signs. Right, yeah. And what's the last one? Oh, T-O-N-N-A. Oh my gosh. Good night, everybody. Take care. Take care, Murdered. Take care, everyone. God bless. Prayers. And everybody stay well. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll take video where we hike and air it later. I love you guys. Stay well. Get out and enjoy some nice weather if you have it. Do something fun. Or just rest if you want. Do whatever you want. It makes you feel good and happy. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Prayers for all that need them, and all need them. And we'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Have a good rest if you're going to rest. And if you're getting up, have a great day. And those of you that rest, get up and have a great day after you rest, okay? Good night, everybody. Love you. God bless. Thank you for hanging with me. And thank you to the moderators. Thank you to everybody. And I'm going to go to sleep. Good night.